Still kind of hard to see, but that's all I can work with. So be it. Like I said, I ain't got a lot of time. That shit go all everywhere. Just that little moving it. Where's that shit coming from, though? I think it's. I can't say that. That's just the plug-in part. It gotta be like right there. The gas could go all over that. That's what it is. I'm gonna get this one. It's not always the best when you ain't got no choice but to work on the ground. I miss the shop days, but hey, work still got to get done no matter what. I take this to a shop, they're gonna want every bit of $200 to $300 just on the labor. And why give away that kind of money? Well, I can do the shit myself, right? I know everybody can't, so this is a guideline to show you. You never know, you can. It's not that difficult. It's only a handful of tools. Get the job done. Especially if you got a truck. That was the cotter pin. That's out. I need to take this cover off so I can have full access, which I just got some 10mm bolts holding it up. Shouldn't be a big deal. I actually got one 10mm holding it up. If I can find my damn 10. another 10. That's it, tied on. On this side. Alright. So I can pop my flashlight up in here. It's oil lines or something leaking on here. Out here that size, about 21, 15, 16. Shoot. Yeah, I'm needing an adjustable wrench for that. Nothing else that size. What about them? 3 bolts holding the idler into the frame. Let's see what I need to get to them 3 bolts. Trash man finally running. I hear all that noise. So I need an 18 on this end, which I'm gonna get an 18 wrench for to hold it in place, and I can zip it out from that side. Or if I don't zip it out, I can just use a ratchet. That's an 18 also. So I need an 18 wrench and an adjustable. You need an 18 wrench. Probably a 21mm socket, adjustable wrench, hammer, pitman iron. Oh yeah, for this too. How about this? I'm gonna take it all off as one piece. That shit can stay together. I still don't see how this had plate. This shit was new. You can see that's where all the play coming from. That little bit of play. Not even a lie. You right, it is that piece. 18 wrench. So I'm gonna get an 18 wrench. It's an 18 socket for the pitman arm that bolts up to the frame of the vehicle. It's a 21mm socket for, not the pitman arm, but the idler arm that bolts to the stabilizer link. A hammer, a tie rod end fork, or a pitman arm mover, or not pitman arm mover, but either tie rod end fork or a ball joint fork and a hammer to bust this loose from the stabilizer bar. Take that one nut out. I'm gonna take it out as a whole piece, since I'm just gonna replace them both, since shit, I got them both. And take it off the frame, take it off here, and I can pull the whole thing out. Put it together on the ground, put it up, and zip it back all tight. I'm not sure if you saw that, but nothing else is moving except for that, and that shouldn't be moving. Well, shit, try to. Oh, I need the 18 for that. Alright, I'm back. Got the tools I needed. Get this shit on out the way. Before, like I said, it start pouring down raining on me. That's what I do not want. It is scheduled to rain. It's already been raining. I just looked up and got a break. This is all. Get these 3 nuts off. Oh, I probably will have to take the tire off to use that. I ain't even bring it out here, did I? Oh, yes, I did. Take it out right there. That's 18 wrench. Let's get the back one first. Well, the back one is the easiest. So let's get one of these first. You just go through the frame right there till you feel it. Start loosening it. I'm tightening it like a dummy. I would have had to take the tire off to use my impact. If you want to use the impact, it does make it much quicker. I don't feel like removing the tire, so I'm forcing myself to do it the manual way, and of course, it takes a little longer. It's only 3 bolts. Already got 1 bolt out. You can see it didn't take too long. Go for the next bolt. Shoot. Old socket fell down on that, didn't it? What you don't want to happen just happened. The whole socket fell down in the frame of the damn car. Gotta get my magnet to fish that out. Shit. socket and the whole extension, everything fell down there. Hopefully I can get to it somehow. I ain't gonna get to it from there. This is not good. I can't see it. Where you at? Remember my magnet friend? Still my friend. Now, if you do like I did and drop the whole socket, I would say add a little bit longer extension on it so it can't push all the way through. That top hole has this frame in the way, which is why I dropped it. Not the frame, but the shield for the tire on the inside. And that's, I couldn't get a straight angle on it. That's why I had the problem I just had. So you got to bend that out the way a little bit, or take it off if that's your preference. I'm not about to take it off. I'll just bend it out the way and bend it back. In the old schools, they ain't use all plastic. They use a little metal shield to hold it for your wheel cover. Alright, now I'm back in action. Also, if that screw drop, use a magnet and you can get to it through the front where the toe hooks, where your toe hooks are at. So don't worry about it if you drop it thinking you can't get it. You can get it. You just got to go through that way. Which you just saw, that's what I did. I like to get the hardest bolts out first, which is what I'm doing. Take this loose. I don't want to drop that in. Two of the bolts are already out. And I'm doing this by hand. I'm not even using my air. Make sure you get the lock washers off. You're gonna reinstall those. Voila, 2 bolts is out. I'm gonna use my friendly magnet to pull the bolts through. Well, that one ain't coming through. I'll probably get this top one out. One bolt a little bit in there, so it's gonna take a little more work to get that out. But it's not impossible. Just got some tension on it. Oh, there we go. Pushed it out a little bit. Use my friendly magnet. Get it out the rest of the way. It fell down in there. But like I say, you can still get it. If you go through the front, there you go, straight through the front. Got it with no problem. At least they designed it that way. You won't lose a bolt. I got one bolt left, and this should be the easier bolt to get to. This is low. It's only 3 bolts. I'm already on the 3rd one. Get the nut off. The washer. Get that off. Use my magnet to get the bolt. Well, you know what? I may have to take that bolt all the way out. Seems like it got a little pressure on it. The piece is already loose from it. So now to get that out, which hopefully I don't have to use the tire to get that out. Usually after you go through where the tire is at, I may have to turn the wheel to the right, which I can use my impact to put the bolts back on and be able to put the fork up here to get it out. But first, I'm gonna try to see if I can, a couple taps with the hammer, pop it up. If not, that's what I'm gonna have to do. That's not working, as you can see. So I'm gonna have to angle the wheel that way, which is, man, that's gonna pull it that way too. That's why I needed that tire to come on. I didn't think about that. So you know I could put this fork through here. It can only go through here. Oh, I might have enough room. Nah, there ain't enough room. That ain't working. Which means, yeah, I'm gonna have to turn the wheel that way to get that out. Which I didn't want to have to do. But I don't like I'm gonna have a choice. That or take the tire off. It's still an option. press down on the brakes hard. All right, just straighten the steering wheel back up and that's it. All right. Ouch. Well, I decided it was better and made more sense to just take the damn tire off. So that is what I did. I get a better angle at tapping loose the idler arm from the stabilizer link going through the tire well. Separator. Flashlight. I had to go get my other separator. I was using the ball joint separator. I'm using a tie rod separator instead because it's a little bit longer and thinner up underneath here. Now, hopefully. There we go. All right, y'all. Finally got it loose, off rather. Now just to fish it on up out of here, which is easy to come through the front. And that is what it looks like. As you can see, this is brand new, but I'm having play from right here where it's going up and down too much. So, because in reality, this right here is not bad. Oh, you could kind of see it. Well, it turns like this. It's designed for that, but it's not designed for no up and down play. And there you have it. Alright, is it still recording? Yep. As you can see, in about 30 minutes worth of work, and I was able to have that taken on. A lot of it was going to get the necessary parts, which is the long fork. That's the short one, the long one is underneath there. The long fork, a good hammer. That's the part that I'm going to replace. I'm assembling it on the ground without leaving that nut loose. And I'm gonna tighten that nut up once I get it in place. It's not gonna be necessarily very easy, but I got room to get to it. Like I say, just them 3 bolts off and that. This is an AC Delco part. Putting the AC Delco part back. Now this piece right here doesn't have any play. So theoretically, that's still good. That's not bad. So I'm gonna keep that, I'm not gonna throw it away. This is the one that has the play. I'm not gonna take it off now, because like I said, I'm trying to beat the rain. And so I'm just gonna take the new parts out the box, assemble it on the ground, hand screw that so it can be just on there. Once I tighten it all down and bolt it all down, then I'll tighten that nut up in place and I have my new part installed. I'm gonna show you the new pieces. Which are here. Came from Amazon, I think yesterday. Yesterday the weather was so nice, I didn't even want to waste my day off. Look at that bug. So I say, boy, Texas and they bugs. They everywhere. That's a damn mosquito. I think. I don't know what the hell that is. In any case, I got work to do. Hopefully he just fly out the vehicle. Go find something else to do with his life. Besides annoying me. Alright, these are the parts. The new one. The old one. The new one. It comes with that the AC Delco version comes with this little cable cord you see right here. That is for a grease gun, so you can be able to grease the top of it. If you don't have a grease gun with this piece already on it, when you order from AC Delco, it comes with a new one, which, of course, I feel like this is pretty cool. The way it's kind of designed to bolt on the vehicle, or can you do it that way? I wonder if, looking at it, it looks like I can bolt it on the vehicle, and anytime I need to add grease, this cable is already there. All I have to do is attach it to a grease gun and install it. You don't have to use that, but it comes in handy over time if you're just trying to grease it. This is the piece right here that I'm having play with. I'm sorry, I know I'm moving the camera a lot, but this is pretty much how it goes. So old part, new part. Now I'm gonna assemble it all, put it back on there, bolt it all back up, and then I'll show you a picture of how it looks bolted on. Again, this is the best way to take it off. Even if I was just replacing that one arm, replacing this part and keeping that arm, it's still best to take it all off the car as one piece. Do not try to take it off the car as two pieces. You're gonna overwork yourself. It's gonna be damn near impossible. You're gonna get frustrated. Do it this way. Take it all off as a piece, assemble it on the ground, leaving that bolt right there, leaving that nut loose, hand tighten, and then once you get everything else tightened up, tighten that bolt up to specs or whatever, but you know how we do, we just hit it with the air gun and leave it at that. And then this allows it to, it shouldn't have any play after I do all of this. So that's why I'm doing it, because obviously that piece is worn. I may show a breakdown of that piece later after I get all of this put back together. I'm not gonna put a video of this being put back together or me putting it back together, because if you took it off, you should be able to put it back together the same way it came off. So I will show briefly when it's back assembled how it doesn't have any play, since I showed you it did have play. All right, so here you go. Here's the video. Here's the tools needed. You need the long pitman arm, the tie rod separator, a hammer, an 18mm wrench, an 18mm socket, half drive, wood extension, and a magnet. Simple tools, and you can take all of that off in 30 minutes or less.